What happens in movies that never happens in real life? People are up in the morning with enough time to have a home-cooked breakfast, casual family conversation, just relaxing and taking their time. Like on a school day.
Never setting a time for things. Want to go out Friday? Yeah, great, see you then, bye.
The lack of considerable paperwork from any police action movie.
Being able to hear after hundreds of gunshots in a small room.
Villain wastes time instead of killing the protagonist right now.
You can drink a bottle of whiskey, vodka and be stone cold sober after 1 cup of coffee.
One line of dialogue changes everything and makes it all okay.
5 machine guns somehow missing the protagonist in the room.
One I never see mentioned. Whenever people play something back, be it a tape recorder, video recording, or whatever, they can always fast forward or rewind to exactly the point they want, with perfect accuracy.
Want an ugly man for the plot? No problem, cast an ugly man. Want an ugly woman? Cast a smoking hot woman, just give her baggy clothes and glasses.
No one says bye on the phone in movies. In real life everyone says bye about 3x. Bye, CYA, take care. Okay, bye.
Cars exploding. Cars can catch fire. It can happen very quickly and they burn very intensely, but they don't explode.
Everyone can simply up and leave their life for a trip. Magically already having a passport and money to get a red-eye flight.
I love this question. I have a ton of petty qualms. Women emerge from the shower dewy and glowing with perfect damp hair. I want red-faced seaweed hair post-shower goblin representation. People immediately going to sleep after sex. Clean up. Go pee. Do you want to sleep in a gross wet spot and wake up with a UTI? Also, women waking up wearing wired cup bras. No one in their right mind would sleep like this. Usually when a movie shows a text message, it's in all caps and with really outdated shorthand and as if contacts do not exist. I tease Amy. Where are you? Had 2 bounce, see it L8R. If one of my friends texted me like this, I would assume they were held hostage by a movie producer in his 60s writing a script for young people. Lastly, this isn't a movie, but it's my favorite bit of fictional magic. In Law and Order SVU, when the detectives are questioning bartenders, shopkeepers, etc. about a missing person, they always have a wealth of information. Girl with blonde hair and brown eyes, about 5'4"? Yeah, I saw her Friday night. She seemed depressed. Ordered 2 martinis then left. Said something about meeting a guy. Something felt off about her. It's NYC. If I showed up to a bar wearing a dinosaur suit with mayo-filled water guns, the bartenders would still have no clue.
When the popular hot cheerleader gal dumps her hot popular quarterback boyfriend for some ugly unpopular loser nerd. It's more unrealistic than sci-fi, but still so ubiquitous in rom-coms.
No matter what tough physical challenges they go through, women always have good makeup and clean hair.
When any main character makes a rousing motivational speech or vocalizes a philosophical view, and then suddenly their entire target audience subscribes 100% to their beliefs or motives without question.
Stalkers, obsessed people end up happily with their target.
2 things. Bananas are always pristine. Even when walking into the kitchen after being away for a month. Someone being stabbed, shot, and beaten to within an inch of their life are always 100% within a very short, superhuman amount of time.
The guy manages to stop a plane about to take off on the runway, because he changed his mind about the girl that's sitting inside the plane, and he actually does want to marry her.
Infinitely high-resolution video. Freeze. Now zoom in on quadrant 3 and enhance. Great. Now zoom in on sector 19 and enhance. There, reflected in the victim's eye is the face of our suspect. That's just not how anything works.
People who have completely different objectives in life, beliefs, backgrounds and personalities living happily ever after.
Waiting for someone to finish a sentence before talking, even in an argument.
Every pregnancy delivery is always a natural screaming painful birth. No one ever has a C-section or epidural.
I can't kill you, I'd be just like you. What the hell? You mowed through like 50 of my guys on the way here. What? My henchmen? They were people that you killed without a second thought. Well, you've killed more. Dude, I push drugs. I haven't killed anyone. Silence.
Corrupt politicians get punished.
Always finding a parking place right where they need to be.
Dropping luggage and running through an airport to tell someone you want them to come with you. I once walked away from my diaper bag at the airport in Atlanta because my son was fussy and I was walking him around bouncing him to calm him down. I had to show ID and get lectured at the security kiosk to get it back because abandoned baggage is perceived as a bomb threat.
People that want to beep straight after a traumatic event.
The main character and his or her family live in a big, very expensive, perfectly decorated house. No clutter. No mess. Immaculate yard.
The good guy gets away with torture, abduction, murder, mass destruction as soon as everybody understands his good intentions. In real life, a crime is a crime.
When the main character survives a plane nose-diving into the ground, a volcano eruption, 3 asteroid strikes, 67 illnesses, 509 bullet wounds and their lungs full with water, then getting back up and walking off like nothing happened.
Every single depiction of high school and college life ever. Everything about it. Then there is also the fact that the students are played by actors in their late 20s. No 15 to 18-year-old looks like the ones in movies. You'd even be hard-pressed to find college students who look like it.
No one has to wait for anything. People phone or email back in time. Taxis arrive. The results come back in time to catch the bad guys. Even the coffee is ready to go.
If a girl is arguing with you in real life, and you kiss her in an attempt to stop her from yelling, she'll most likely not appreciate it.
Successful CPR.
Someone who has been bedridden for months, like in a coma, gets out of bed and starts walking around, or even running. Muscles would be atrophied in real life.
Mom makes a full spread breakfast and everyone just grabs a piece of toast yelling about how they're late and run out the door. Repeat several times. In real life that is not happening multiple times. After the first time the characters are going to run downstairs to find an empty table. Mama ain't gonna keep making all that for you beep to waste.
People paying the taxi driver after they get out of the car. I've been waiting to be asked forever, thanks.
Romantic rain kisses generally go a lot worser with the rain wetting everywhere and making it hard to see lol.
People passionately sucking face while opening the door to an apartment, house, slamming into walls and furniture, gradually getting undressed as they make their way towards the bedroom as if 2 super horny people wouldn't just make a beeline for the bedroom and get it on like normal adults.
I've never seen giant movie studio logos floating around Earth, or floating in the black void. I've also never seen a yellow text preamble float off into space, informing me of what's happened in the last few weeks.
Kids rushing out and not eating the full cooked breakfast. Or only taking a bite and then rushing out. Or who even cooks a full breakfast on school days when both parents work?
Perfect conversations without any stuttering, poor grammar or poor vocabulary. No one talking over another person either.
In real life, if the car doesn't start first time, it won't start in time.
After sex, no one has the need to wipe.
The good guy wins.
Teens sneaking in / out of their windows. I've never seen it happen before, and if this has happened to you, can you please tell me about it?
In movies, when a woman's water breaks, she is rushed to the hospital and immediately starts pushing. In real life, there is typically many hours between the water breaking and active pushing. I remember my aunt was in labor for like 30 hours with my cousin. Don't really think this is what you meant, haha, but it is what came to mind.
Montages with 80s music.
Tires squeal on dirt road. Small towns are love fests instead of tribal dens of bitter resentment.
In horror movies, people tend to go towards the danger instead of going for help.
People taking it in turns to speak and naturally flowing the conversation from the previous person speaking. This happens a lot in crime shows when several people are explaining how they reached a certain point in solving a crime.
I've mostly seen this in Hollywood movies. It's baffling to me as an Indian. People making eye contact while driving and talking to the co-passenger. They just casually look away from the road for extended periods of time. How is that possible? Indian traffic is not that forgiving.
May your day be filled with joy and happiness. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe for more quality content every day.